Hey, I think I'm feeling very stressed. Like there's a lot going on right now. A lot is on my plate. I really feel like I'm on the verge of burning out and I don't know what to do. I think I need a break from all of this. I just don't know how to proceed forward when I'm feeling like this. Stressed, burnt out, you just need a vacation. That's it. That will solve that problem. What you know about being stressed and burnt out? What you got going on? We're all stressed and burnt out. It's just the nature of life. Like, that's just what happens. We just learn how to deal with it, really, at the end of the day. Hey, everyone. If that sounds like something you've heard, or if you're concerned that those will be the responses when you're expressing that you're stressed and burnt out, then you need to stick around and watch this video. Hey everyone, my name is Lauren and this is my channel, 5-Star Lore. On this channel, I help Black women say bye to burnout and stress and hello to joy and excitement in their lives. So you saw at the beginning of the video where I did the little acting out of somebody expressing that they're going through stress and burnout and the responses that they got. And this can be a very real reality for people. So in my previous video, I spoke about how you're able to even identify that you're going through stress and burnout. But then what happens when you actually understand that you're experiencing that and you let people know? What happens next? How do you even proceed and move forward with the responses that you might get? So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. So the first thing that I will say is that you do not have to convince people of what you're actually feeling. You know your body, you know yourself, and you know whether or not you're experiencing stress and burnout. It might take you a little while to figure out that this is actually happening and this is occurring, but once you get to that point, you don't have to convince anybody that that's what's going on because you are the only one that is in your body. You are the only one that is experiencing what you are experiencing. So don't feel like you have to convince the people around you that this is what you're experiencing. The person that might be saying, what do you know about being stressed and burnt out? You don't have to respond to that because you know what you're experiencing for yourself. They are not going to understand that because they don't have that similar experience that you're having. Or maybe they do, but they're not experiencing it as stress and burnout while you are. So don't feel like you have to explain to people or convince them of what is actually going on with you. That is only for you to know and for you to move and proceed with whatever steps that you need to take to feel better about your situation. I will also like to say that we live in America. We are prone to being stressed and burnt out. Whether people want to accept that or not, it is just a fact. It's a fact because we are in a society that values our productivity and what we can produce for the nation. So America and stress and burnout are highly connected. They are just woven into one another like a braid. So to live in America is to be stressed and burnt out. It might not be happening to somebody regularly, but they're going to experience it depending on where they fall in society. I'll say that. Depending on where you are in society, you're going to experience that. And I want to remind people that you are more than what you can produce for the world and for society and for America, for capitalism. Capitalism thrives off of our production, what we can produce, what we can put out, however you put it. It thrives off of that. So it's easy to experience stress and burnout because we're always in this constant wheel, this race to do more, to be more, to produce more. So we're just like hamsters on a wheel. We're just going, 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 going. So it's easy to experience that stress and burnout from that. So when you're expressing this to people, just think about that and have that in the back of your mind. Or if you choose to even tell people that you're experiencing stress and burnout, it's completely up to you. But just think about how it's not your fault that you're feeling this way. It's result of our society and how we have been conditioned to be. Also would like to mention that it takes courage to speak up and even talk about being stressed and burnt out. I feel like I don't know how normal it is now for people to be talking about it, but I know like back then that wasn't like something people were talking about. I feel like more and more people are like getting fed up and like, I'm experiencing this is not okay. So just remember that it takes courage to even express these sentiments, because like we keep a lot of stuff inside and we don't feel comfortable like expressing it to people for fear of like how they'll respond, like what I did, like what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, like with the acting, like for fear of like how people will respond to what you're saying. So reminding yourself that like if you are feeling this way, it's fine to speak up about it, because these are your feelings. This is what you're going through. Having the courage to prioritize yourself and your well-being in that moment is very courageous. It's very courageous to go against the grain and think about what is going to be best for your health, your wealth, and what is going to help you persevere and survive as an individual. Because you don't need to be out here sacrificing yourself and your well-being. Like, once you acknowledge that you're stressed and you're burnt out, take that and do something with it. Don't let other people interfere with how you're actually feeling and let them convince you that it's not that serious. Because you expressing it means that it's serious enough that like you need a change. So that's what I have to say about that. Yeah, I had that on my mind after doing the previous video about how you're able to identify whether you're going through stress or burnout. And then I'm thinking about like, oh, like what responses people might get. And unfortunately, those are some responses that you might get when you express that. So finding communities of people that are helping you to get through the stress and burnout is definitely important. Like, it's so helpful. Like, I don't know, I will stress it all the time if I have to. Like, finding communities of people that have been where you are, but they have moved on from that, and the things that they're sharing the things that they have done to actually help them to achieve that. I'm always going to talk about that. So yeah, if you need some of those resources, I will link them below in the description box. But I do hope this video helps somebody out there who might be experiencing stress and burnout and are hesitant to really like share it with somebody. Just know that your feelings are valid. Like, what you're going through is normal. Well, it's not normal, but you having those feelings, like, that is fine. Like, you are allowed to have those feelings. So I hope this video helped somebody out there, and I will see y'all in the next one. Please make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.